Now it'll pop up on the YouTube side. Better late than never, I suppose. Yeah, it didn't even pop up a generic one until I was streaming all that extra data and it wasn't going anywhere. What the hell, YouTube? Man, it's almost like there's a reason why I, stick to Twitch for the most part. It's because literally everything on the YouTube side is clumsy and doesn't work properly. Monkey!
Hey Pyrolite.
What happened? I forgot to update the code that was being streamed to.
Neat. A whole quarter of a heart.
Usually when that happens,
Two
it just
treasures
sets
left.
up a generic stream and it's
Fine.
good to go anyways.
I'll let this pass since it's not that hard to do.
You can tell I'm distracted
Too
because
bad
I
it
accidentally
isn't something
reset.
better.
You know what? I'll go grab one item as a consolation for accidentally coming back to Super Metroid. Just this one, I don't want to go all the way down to Bryn yet. There.
I hope you don't miss with these missiles.
Well, I'm here.
Halfway to this actually being somewhat useful.
If I bothered with Blaster Master, it'd probably be the original. The Zero series is a bit too, what's a good word for it other than weeby?
Throw more of these, please.
I mean, Inti has restraint sometimes. Sometimes. Mega Man HX, thank you for 35 months. Getting out and spinning a little bit more for us today. Admittedly, it's pretty uncommon, but occasionally. Occasionally. Lots of magic in the trees today. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. Like, all of Pico's personality comes from F-Zero GX, but, like, I love the little guy. And the sniper would get along well, I suppose. Oh, sweet!
Don't forget to use the pointy end. 7 treasures left.
They get some facial expressions. Are they just all him screaming? Because I can't help but feel like some kind of robotic turtle jaw's not exactly the best for emoting.
Good job on getting me.
A sweat drop, a laugh, and a musical note.
6
yeah,
items
that
left
works.
in Hyrule Castle.
So, and of course. Hey, Green Guard, you can do your job now.
5 items left in Hyrule Castle. Sig kill Castle Guard. It's time to get serious.
By the way, seriously, so early. I've noticed that it just tends to be important really often in SMZ3 Key Sanity in particular. Regular old Link to the Past Key Sanity,
Nice to
regular
see
old
you,
Link to the
Vampire
Past.
Mackie 86.
Often not particularly useful. Even in cross keys, often not particularly useful. But for some reason, SMZ3 really likes putting important stuff there.
This might be useful, if you didn't find sticks everywhere. 4 items left in Hyrule Castle. Don't you need the fire rod
Actually,
to
you know
get
what?
to Dark Cross?
I got a sword, so I'm gonna put off going to Kakariko for a bit. Yeah, the starting with Pegasus Boost does help factor into that equation. Quiver crab. Crab. God, can you imagine an entire MSU of just Doom music? Wouldn't be the most fitting music, I must say.
Marking off a Turtle Rock key. Bug catching net is now yours. Trapped a missile
not exactly the most
and a
exciting
primitive
there.
explosives. Toggled Quake on.
Alright, I'll just have to try to deal with crabs. Wait, the monkey's not even in the in-game soundtrack anymore? Oh man, I'm pretty sure it was there back when I first played it. Can you imagine if an inkling could walk on water? They'd be immortal!
You now have 2 10 arrows. Fine. I'll just not give you the flipper's next seed. If you got hit less you wouldn't need these. Can we get in line to ride it again? Making a note that Ice Beam is at Lake Hylia Island.
Huh, I could have sworn it was there at least when it hit retail for the first time, but that could just be the old Mandela effect. I'm having listened to the OST so much. Now that's a good sequence
Inkling
break.
pulls out their magic mirror. Would you stop getting things out of logic? Don't make me turn this seat around.
I mean, the biggest Doom music thing I'd considered for an MSU was like, not actual Doom music, but like music from
Hey,
Doom
could you spot me $20?
community content. There's some real good ones in there. All the various ways that they cooked with the old .mid format. Everybody loves minis.
Marked off the barrier suit.
It would certainly have a very consolidated sound, considering pretty much every bit of music in like Doom custom projects is designed for one particular MIDI synthesizer. Since they have the benefit of that synthesizer being built into pretty much every source port.
You need some of these,
Mostly
right?
because the original Doom's music was built off of the Roland SC55, so they kind of just go with that.
Tracking Palace of Darkness key. 3 treasures left.
Never see on a DK randomizer mistake. I mean, it would work. Lord knows I'd put the good old Rhythm Heaven tracks in there. DK Donkey, DK Donkey, DK Donkey.
Don't spend it all in one place.
Okay, what even is the tier 1? It might have just been those hearts. Is my tree seriously hearts? Magic. Yeah, it's hearts, magic, alright.
It's never bullshit to visit your local lumberjack. Marked fairy containment device at lumberjack tree.
Walnuts, peanuts. Ridiculous gimmick MSUs.
Increased survivability by 1 step. You now have 2 big 20s.
The snow's
like
disappearing
5,000.
music! It's too late! It was almost gone, like there was only a little bit left, and then all of a sudden it's just like, hey, what if there was a lot more snow all of a sudden? You can never count it out. Happens every time. It's not that it loves me, because this music is that I made an entire MSU of holiday-themed music. I have it on like the lower shuffle priority, so it doesn't pop up as often as other MSUs,
How
but it
many
still
more
shows
50
up.
rupees do you need? Upgraded caffeine by 1 step. Picked up a nickel. Good job on getting the ether. Why so blue? Good to see you, Jarden Armors.
Of which I had very set guidelines for that particular MSU, the main one being keep any and all lyrics
nice
out
to
of
see
it.
you, Saul Aaron.
I mean, between the 3 different albums, there's probably enough composed band. There's enough music in the composed band stuff to make it work. It'd be a stretch, but I mean, it would work. You just have to
Go
include
shoot
all 3.
one at Fantune. He loves them.
It takes some volume balancing, though, because
Hello,
composed band
Fluffy
2 in
Sparkster.
particular is balanced
Stockpiled
way
more
quieter
soup.
for some reason.
You stumbled upon more missiles. Good job on getting the ice rock.
It's like 1's a little quiet,
Toggle
2's extremely
Brinstar
quiet,
Boss
and 3 is
keycard on.
just right. Ah, expensive hamburger. It's very
A wild
gourmet.
burger.
Burger. I made burgers yesterday. 'Twas good.
Tracked Palace of Darkness Big Key.
I don't really have the convenience of barbecue just sitting around, so, like, I just cook it in a frying pan. But it works!
What are you going to destroy with these?
Halloween MSUs are tricky, because, like, there's not really any... Well, there are very few options for, like, specifically Halloween-themed famous songs and whatnot. So it would mostly
Hopefully
just
the
be a
boots are
collection
not
of
too
spooky
hard
tracks.
to find.
Of which there are
Marked
plenty,
bouncy
but,
ball
like,
library.
it'd feel a little
Good
bit less
job on
thematic.
getting the spring ball. Did you grab the book I had on reserve?
Of course, I'd have to use one particular sound effect somewhere.
Tracked Meridia Boss keycard.
Alright, it's as I feared. We had to actually use the screw attack. You know, I could follow up the old with Jason. I don't exactly, you know, unsurprisingly, I don't really engage with much horror content, so... I don't exactly know very much about the source materials that I would pull from for stuff like that. And, like, other ghosts wouldn't really fit. Because, like, sure, Silent Hill stuff's spooky, but, like, it's not the right kind of spooky. It's unsettling psychological horror, not it's goofy Halloween time.
Your missile collection is getting somewhere. Is this even randomized?
Yeah, and even then, my house is more just a fun little thing for me of recognizing all the various
ball works out better for you than it
engine
did
trickery
Space
that was
Pirates.
going on. Just me having a passing familiarity with Zen script.
One, I think.
It's like, oh yeah, I know this feature. I don't have the speed booster. What am I doing down here? Autopiloting, that's what I'm doing. Momentum conservation! There was definitely aspects of it that I kind of looked at and went, okay, this is cool as hell. Like how literally everything was the house. Every single thing that you went to was just the house. Sometimes you'd have to look more closely than others, but it's the goddamn house again. There's no escape. Definitely got me thinking of the old, there it is again, line. Dang it. Come on! Come on! Dang it! Keep both in my head! Stop it! There we go.
You just had to get these items early, didn't you?
Yes. It's funny how she comments on that when I'm using settings that actually
Cool.
puts them in
More
logic.
missiles. Even more Zelda bombs.
Like, Tracker, I don't have a choice!
Added another 20 rupees to the
logic
stash.
expects me to do this!
Tracked bottle of hyper-realistic blood. Another full heart. Neat.
It sure is groovy in the mines today. I am vaguely aware of that particular ROM hack.
Toggled flute on.
I might have spring ball. I can jump. SMZ3 goes well so far. Pretty typical screw attack. Well, early screw attack start of having to go to Pink Bryn just to get your morph ball. Happens almost every time, it feels like. I'm up here, I might as well take the free refill. It's a bit of an older one. Every now and then I'll throw in a wild card one that I haven't turned on in a while. This again? Come on, I've been to Sports Spot a couple of times lately. You can pick a different song. There's so many silly tracks. Although this one is pretty silly. It certainly fits the pacing of Spore Spawn. Yep.
Ha 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 ha. You must be real desperate. Very well. Toggled spore spawn on.
I mean, you gotta start fast enough with soups there, Tracker. It's fine. Okay, wasn't worth it.
Cool. More bombs.
A taste for freeform jazz. Hang on a second.
Now you must acquire a taste for freeform jazz.
Things that I just have on hand.
Your progressive sword grows stronger.
Why do I have that on hand? Because it's the start of a Kirby 64 remix.
Toggled Swamp Palace big key on.
Oh man, this is one of those times where this would have worked out.
I love the power glove. It's so bad. Yay.
Said Kirby 64 remix is just aptly titled Pink! With an exclamation point.
Your mom signed the permission slip. Now you can carry more arrows. What? Did you expect me to make a joke about that location?
A little delayed sometimes there, Tracker. A little delayed. It's a Jolly with Duels mix from the Prince of Darkness and John. I can't see the rest of it, it's cut off. It was specifically from their N64 month from like a couple years ago? Yeah, 2022. But I've been saying it's a Kirby 64 remix, not Persona. Kirby. Yeah, let's get old Roll Duels right there. Speaking of, I haven't actually checked this month's batch. Gotta see what got cooked up in February.
Marking off the Tower of Here map. 2 treasures left.
Dr.
Just one
Mugen,
more.
thank you for the raid of 3.
That's the last of them.
Welcome.
Track to 300 rupees and a half magic.
Just getting the early rounds going on this here T-Sandy scene for Super Metroid Link to the Past Rando. And it's a beautiful day here at Hyrule. Yeah, Rolling Duel soft remixes often have some silliness in them.
I already said hi to you, G-Volt.
It's like I could go to Tower of Hera, but this mirror's still out of logic, so probably not a good idea.
I hope you were quiet during the cutscene. Mark Tower of Hera as blue crystal. Hey Mercer PC98.
Ooh.
Hookshot is now
Well.
yours.
If it isn't exactly where I'm going next. Items. I just turned on an older MSC that I've had for a while. There's a few of them that I have in my collection that I don't often turn on, so every now and then I'll throw them in for a little bit of variance.
Marked off the Brinstar level 2 keycard. That was kind of you to help that old man when you couldn't see.
Well, it's Brinstar again. It keeps happening.
Making a note that E-Tank is at Spectacle Rock.
The mountain of HP!
Phew. Marked hamburger at Master Sword Pedestal.
Hey Tracker, clear that hidden tile.
Cleared Master Sword Pedestal. Making a note that heart container is at Spectacle Rock Cave. Why are there full hearts laying around?
Don't worry about it, Tracker, it's fine. Nothing nefarious. Technically 2 Starbucks characters. He is the hero, leader of the team. Duff, Brave, and Super. It's a certainty.
Tracking Moon Pearl. You now have 420 rupees. Har. That's the funny number.
It just keeps on coming up in almost every randomizer run.
Collection is getting somewhere. Tracked a missile, and a heart container. Toggling Skullwood's big key on. Tracked missile.
Well, I had actually had some up for Norfair keys. Oh well.
It's so close and yet so far. Marked level 1 keycard at Floating Island.
Yeah, it's 420. For those types of things, with Tracker especially, it's usually lean towards the dumber one.
Tracking Cane of Somaria.
Oh god, it's wheeling again!
Marked small key at Crocomire Escape. Other people may want some pieces of heart too, you know.
$5. No problem.
You stumbled upon more missiles.
Give me that. Yeah, it's like 17 different things it could be picking, but it really likes whaling. Yes, there were in the pool of cat names eugenics, of course it is. Advent is nothing if but consistent.
Even more 20 rupees. Please. Do we have to be here?
I'm a little bit sad because, like, I'd like to try that considering how much I, enjoyed Isaac over the years. But I'm just not a strategy game player. It's like, I'll save that for the Fire Emblem folks. Especially the Ogre battles. And the FF tactics. Yeah, it is just Advance Wars. That's the only one that hit the right balance for me. Hey Tracker, track content.
Did you get the quick kill?
Sure did.
You wouldn't lie to me.
Nah, it's good.
Tracked content.
Tracker, I have a tendency to be
or
quite
I'll
honest
take it
with
away.
you.
Toggled +5 arrow capacity on.
Oh yeah, this one! KD!
Tracking Desert Palace Key.
KD! KD! Hey, wait a minute. I haven't had some good old, just cheap-ass mac and cheese in so long. I keep on doing this homemade stuff.
You stumbled upon more superb missiles.
It's like someday I should just be lazy and stick a bunch of crap dinner in a pot. I mean, the healthier option, I mean, as healthy as pasta noodles and a bunch of cheese can be. Yeah, it's specifically fully titled Craft Dinner Mac and Cheese.
Nice to see you, the Rising Advent.
Oh! Dang it, screw attack. Yoshi. The boxes just say Katie on them. Wait, did they get rid of the rest of the name? I haven't bought Katie in a very long time. Yoshi. 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 Yep. They just called Katie now. Damn, alright, sure. Oh, hey.
Remember that time I called these boots? To be fair, they are boots but for your hands. Toggled mitts on. Tracked quarter magic.
Yo, so speaking of boots related stuff, so I've been enjoying this here I decided to go for a much more laid back Minecraft mod pack this time around. One of them good old kitchen sink ones, and just this morning I had a bit of a strange experience. Normally when you get access to flight, things are really good and you feel liberated and all that good stuff. But I've had this pair of roller skates, see?
Picked up more heart containers.
That make me really fast! Are the consequence of being on wheels. And flying feels slow as a result, which is a very weird experience. To get access to flying, just be like, huh. I'm kind of slow. Apparently, I should just be freaking land and currying everywhere. Oh, hell yeah. I'm getting silly up in here. So yeah, I gotta look into ways to make my flight speed faster because it just ain't right. It ain't right to be so slow compared to my ground speed. Hang on, I gotta let the chorus rock a little bit. Okay. Back to Link to the Past. Gotta go back. Back to the past. Yeah. It's like Sunsoft usually had pretty damn good music, but Silliest is one of their best. Freaking. Yeah, those folks that own Terminator will miss it out. The game's actually pretty decent, and it's got kick-ass music. They could have actually had a good licensed game, but no. No, we get those other two NES games instead. In Blast Master, no. Journey to Silliest was actually originally going to be a Terminator game. You can really tell from the first level in particular. And like, there are Terminator games on the NES, and they suck really
more
badly.
Primitive explosives. Your Palace of Darkness key collection is getting somewhere.
Yeah, the final boss is pretty much just a Terminator. I have to know. Is it Bambus? Nope.
Marked ether as required for Turtle Rock.
Yeah, unless it was made by Capcom, pretty much.
Ice Palace key is now yours.
Capcom actually out there putting in
Palace
effort
key.
to their licensed titles.
Found more missiles. Yay. More supers.
That was pretty alright today. Something funny on one of my eyes, but other than that, I actually slept, so that's different. Yeah, I mean, Little Mermaid for the NES was actually a really good game for like a kid's first game.
Tracking wrecked ship level 1 keycard. That took so much effort to get.
'Cause you still had to pay
Amazing.
attention, and it was decently engaging, but it's also short and not difficult.
So many energetic tanks.
I mean, yeah, sure. Sure, if you want just some bad games to throw at people, it works. God, I can only imagine the shit you've slung into some people their time.
You now have 15 power bombs. 5 items left in Tower of Hera.
Oh, hey!
Who knows? Maybe you could get some heart containers or E-tanks there so you don't die.
Hey, Tracker,
4
clear
items
that
left
hit
in
tile.
Tower of Hera. Toggled 20 rupees on. Cleared 2 locations. Is this legal where you live?
God. Oh, God, the freaking... I imagine you put them through versus the Space Mutants, which was one of those games that tormented my sister and I when we were kids, because of course we had that. Ugh.
Marked wave beam at Tower of Hera big key chest.
Ah, alright.
You now have 65 missiles. 3 treasures left. How you doing, Randomizer?
Round 1 last year, good lord. Nah,
Hello Robin Fee.
pretty just me and my sister. Thus my only really ever talking about her. Mushroom. Nah, it was just us.
Toggled mushroom on. 2 treasures left. Cleared Tower of Hera.
You know, I could do some shenanigans right now. I kind of want to. We never did beat versus the Space Mutants. We got pretty far, though. I remember we got as far as, like, the circus stage. Which, for a couple of kids, that's decently far. It was quite a day when we actually figured out how to finish the first stage. Because, I mean, who the hell's gonna think to fire a freaking missile? Well, firework. At windows!
Marking off another missile. Do you have enough bombs yet? 7 items left in Thieves' Town.
Speaking of those games, there's quite a few Disney-related Super Nintendo games of varying qualities.
Good job on getting the Eastern Palace big key. 6 items left in Thieves' Town.
Magical Quest is the best one, I wouldn't know.
Good to see you.
I didn't end up playing any of them.
12.
Oh, actually, there was one Disney SNES game we had. That was pretty good.
Marking off a Thieves' Town key.
Aladdin.
5 treasures
The
left.
Super Nintendo version is way better than the Genesis one.
Marking off another 3
It's
bombs.
not even close.
4 treasures left. You now have 25
Yeah,
super
Capcom were
missiles.
essentially the kings of licensed titles for a while there. Now, the Goof Troop game was a great little piece of co-op. Not exactly the best thing to play by yourself, but if you had somebody to play 2-player with you, it was great. It's like, I can see the appeal of the Genesis version, but I just think it sounds a lot worse, and the game is just arbitrarily way more difficult. Also, why does he have a sword? I know it's
Good
to make
job
the
on
gameplay
getting a
fit
Swamp
better with
Palace
Genesis
key.
kids, but like, why does he have a sword though? The old head's bouncing. It is a little bit of a weird thing, yeah. It does fit though that he'd be very athletic, since that was always his thing
Yay.
in the movie.
More missiles.
Oh yeah, I forgot he picks it up when he tries to fight Jafar because he doesn't do anything with it.
Tracking Book of Medora.
Oh right, I was gonna do shenanigans. Hang on, I'll be right back. The music is definitely one of the biggest differences, though. Freaking poor Genesis sound chip doing its best. Its best isn't very good, but boy was it trying.
F-Zero TV.
Kind of an annoying time to have quarter magic, admittedly. Yeah, and it does have the occasional good soundtrack, but it was definitely much rarer than on the Super Nintendo side of things.
Yay. More E-tanks.
It can be pretty
Would
good,
you
yeah,
stop
but
getting things
it's
out of
much more
logic?
specialized in
Don't
that
make
it's
me
really
turn
good
the
for
seat
very
around.
particular styles of music. Whereas the Super Nintendo is more just broadly quite good. But at least an E-Tank's nice from doing them their shenanigans. And for the go trip to the first Silent Hill, I mean not Silent Hill, Resident Evil, that's kind of neat. A somewhat lateral shift. I don't actually have magic, so I have to do it like this. I'm out of juice! Ah, dick. I'm gonna have to get out of the way of the hand.
Your 20 rupees collection is getting somewhere. 7 items left in Skill Woods.
Part 2 of my master plan. I got my magic back. What's my sun prize, anyways? Oh, it's also full magic. Well, I can fire off as many blasts as I want. Hell yeah, Yoshi Safari! I played this with the old mouse, because I didn't have a super scope. That is actually a pretty fun little game.
Tracked Norfair level 1 keycard. 6 treasures left. Sweet. 5 items left in Skill Woods.
The first time that Mario just started blasting. Won't be the last.
Toggled Skull Woods key on. 4 items left in Skull Woods. Okay. 3 treasures left. Marking off another piece of heart.
Alright, not too
2
exciting.
treasures
Skull Woods.
left.
Let's see. Oh, if I
Writing
want
down
that though.
lantern at Bumper Cave Ledge.
I could just grab it. I could. It could be very easy. It'd be very easy to just take it. I hate rhyme words warps in particular.
Good job on getting the thing that helps you see in the dark. Unexpected item in bagging area.
Don't worry about it, Jacker. Nothing to see here, move along. Oh, right, there's a 20 bucks there, but it's kind of annoying to get because of that. I was thankfully spared from having very many, like,
Hopefully you will
just
not
really
need these.
garbage games when I was a kid. Did this good old thing called the rental market. Hell yeah. Thank you being able to rent video games. It allowed you to figure out whether or not a game was shit.
Found more bombs.
Batman Forever on the Super Nintendo. See, the funny thing is with that one, I had the PC version of that. Because of course there was a PC version. I don't recall playing it very much. Is it somehow worse? It's pretty much the same. It looks a little better, that's about it. The control scheme was particularly asinine on PC, though, and it was already bad on Super Nintendo. It took me a little while to figure out how to use the old bad grappling hook. I mean, of course, it was made by the Mortal Kombat devs. It uses the exact same type of visuals.
You now have 85 explosive arrows. Tracking Meridai level 2 keycard. Tracked a missile, and a Tower of Hera key. Tracking Palace of Darkness key.
I can go grab that wave beam now, if I feel like it. It would be nice to have any freaking beams at all. Oh, I'm sad we don't get to stay in here.
Mark Spicy Rod at Checkerboard Cave.
Ooh, I can get that. Oh, instead of playing Clay Fighter? Yeah, that makes sense. Well, thanks to the random game streams, I've played a little bit of Clay Fighter now.
You better have accidentally picked that up.
It's so sluggish. Not the worst fighting game I've played, but like, good lord, it's chunky. Never again. I mean, if it comes up in a random game stream again, I guess I'll play some more, but I'm not exactly chomping at the bit to try it again.
Quake is now known for Misery Mire. Okay. Okay, you have enough missiles now.
I prefer Xeno. I mean, Xeno was actually kind of fun. It didn't have much content, but it was kind of fun. The like 4-player brawls were kind of fantastic.
Javelin fire rod on. Hey ceiling D. Mark 300 rupees at Desert Ledge. Well, aren't you rich now?
Oh no! Oh, what's in here? Oh, it's a new snail suit.
Marked E-tank at wrecked ship bullshit room.
You know, if I was a little more
Marked off
combat
the
ready,
Misery
I'd
Mire
go for
big key.
Vitreous right about now.
5 treasures left.
But I can really use something else. Would there be another sword or some invincibility? It's doable
Your
at the
Palace
moment, it
of
just kind of
Darkness
sucks.
key collection is getting somewhere. 4 treasures left.
Yeah, it's funny to think back when Dan was still actually allowed to voice anybody other than Homer and his various other side parts.
Good
Oh,
to
hey!
see you keep Aladdin.
Combat ability,
3 items
sure!
left in Desert Palace. Bacon. What are you even going to do with that many 20 rupees? 2 items left in Desert Palace. Even more heart containers.
Get me out of here!
1
For
item
now.
left in Desert Palace.
Ah, Lego sets. I haven't gotten one of them since back when they could actually be afforded by a regular person. Which is to say, when I was like, I don't know, 7 or 8. I mean, it was a little bit expensive, but if you compare it to now, it's not even close. A very sizable bar between a little pricey but very affordable versus, dear God, what do you mean? Pokemon cards, I haven't bought those since I was still in elementary. And I only ever got a few. And I got rid of them eventually because past me had stored them in a very bad manner, so they smelled funny and were bent.
You now have 2 Skullwoods keys. That's everything in Desert Palace. Sigterm Lenmalas. Desert Palace is now red crystal.
At this point, some of the... God. Oh, God, okay. Hey, Tracker, track content.
It's time to get serious.
Hey, Tracker, take backsies.
Try again.
Hey, Tracker, track content.
Your content collection is getting somewhere.
Hey, Tracker, remove death.
Removed a tactical reset.
But yes, at this point, LEGO sets are becoming more like those big commemorative statue figures you can get of things, but with extra steps of having to construct it. You know, more than those have to be constructed anyways. Back my day, I just threw all crap behind the pile and
7
went to it.
treasures left. Good to see you, Curtis Wildcat.
I just built shit.
Marked off the flippers. 6 items left in Misery Mire.
Usually what would happen is I'd build the set like once, and see if I liked it. Sometimes I'd leave it in one piece and play around with it with other things. But most of the time it would just end up being added to the pile, and then and then the experiments would begin. Mad science!
Marked Castle Tower Key at Sahasrala. Do you have enough 20 rupees yet? 5 treasures left.
Yeah, the video's getting there, logic-wise. Now it's just 2 Misery Mire small keys out of logic. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Magic's kind of in a similar boat right now, where they're staying afloat by just crossing over with everything.
Even more heart pieces. 4 treasures left.
It's just one of those things.
Good job on getting a spazzer. 3 treasures left.
You know what? I think I know exactly what I'm gonna do, because I'm in a bit of a
I'm
situation
sorry.
HP here.
Was I supposed to care about reserve tanks? 2 items left in Misery Mire.
Going pretty good so far at the moment.
So
I'm gonna
many
need this
20
HP for the
rupees.
boss, so it's
1
time
item
to
left in
set up
Misery
some
Mire.
shenanigans. Yeah, I mean, a lot of those old toy companies and whatnot are struggling because, you know, nowadays kids have freaking iPads. It's kind of hard to compete with that. They shouldn't have iPads, but they do. Well, it's not much wonder why you don't see kids outside very often these days. It's not safe. Too many freaking cars and other such issues. There's just not very many hospitable environments for kids anymore. Even the small town I live in these days, there's tons of freaking cars. It's like I look at the population of the place and the number of cars buzzing around. I'm like, how's that even possible? Why are there so many? Okay. Let's take it a little bit easy and just kind of finish off the rest of them smoothly. Very nice.
Marked off the space jump. That's everything in Misery Mire. Cleared Miserable Mire. Miserable Mire is now crystal.
I kind of have exactly enough to take on Golden Torso right now.
Marked
So
off
sure,
the
why
Swamp
not?
Palace map.
Nice single
Found
arrow.
more Misery Mire keys.
Exactly enough.
Congratulations on defeating Golden Torso.
Yeah, everyone all around here is just as dead as one would expect. It's almost sad. Oh! I kind of want to go grab that wave beam, so I shall. Yeah, I liked browsing around shopping malls as well. But they just became completely not affordable to set up shop in, which is kind of funny to think about. You'd think it'd be cheaper. Because it's a whole bunch of smaller spots crammed together, but, well, that's just the state of things these days, I guess. It's just nice to have spaces where people could go walk around, you know? I definitely miss all the little odds and ends shops that would pop up in malls. Those are always my favorite to go looking around.
Good job on getting the wave beam. One item left in Tower of Hera.
Ah, big key.
Toggling Turtle Rock big key on.
Feels like it's been a bit since we've had more for Kakarika Village. No, I haven't played Mort. I've only experienced Mort in the same way as well. Most people these days. Pizza Tower. It's like I've been to a couple of different flavors of malls over the years. They're always a bit spread out, you know, all over the place. It's just the nature of things, but like the classic strip mall, which is just the line of stores with the front ends. And then the interior kind that you can walk around. There was one in particular that was at a nearby city that I really liked to go to. It was crowded, but they had so much good stuff.
Tracking Lower Norfair boss keycard. One item left in Skull Woods.
Was it at an indoor amusement park? Which was actually a lot of fun. But it's dead now. You're going to invade the enemy base? Great idea, Snake! Yo, nice! And it's a crystal! Don't mind if I do. So Q-Logic's kinda all over the place with this scene, and I find myself not caring.
Toggled gravity suit on. Nothing left in Skull Woods.
Wait a minute.
Get the fuck out of here, Mothula. Mark
Jeez.
skill with
Look, I know Monty's a pain in the ass tracker, but you don't need to be like that. Shenanigans senses tingling! Tingling! You know, guys, it is the internet. You should probably not be talking about where you live. Just saying. Alright, suit yourself. I ain't your ma.
Toggling magic powder on. 9 items left in Swamp Palace. Even more 20 rupees. 8 items left in Swamp Palace.
I was actually having a chuckle talking to a friend before the stream today about... So, like, there's a lot of places that want you to sign up accounts, right? Over the years, all those different accounts have acquired. And to put it mildly, if it's a place that wants my information for an account that doesn't need the information, I always put in fake information.
I sure hope you can perform the diver down technique so we can get out of here quickly.
So what the heck do they need to know? It's none of their business. Unless you're shipping me stuff, then you don't need that.
Marking off another 300 rupees. 7 treasures left. Don't you need the hammer to get to Swamp Palace compass chest? 6 items left in Swamp Palace.
I mean, whenever I just...
Good job on getting a super missile.
Fake phone number's easy, because it's just all 5s. Which I'm surprised websites allow, because they know that's a fake one. It's like the all 5s area code was designed to be used for like TV shows and whatnot.
Good job on the tech.
A lot of places live
Was
on
it
top
the
of
first
the
try?
street. Ah, yes. I do appreciate how a lot of the time when people put in fake info like that, they're also throwing messages at the company of, why do you need to know? None of your business. Don't bother me. Get lost. Yeah, none of your business.
Even more Ice Palace keys. 5 items left in Swamp Palace.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the examples of things that
Wow,
don't
another
need to
full
know.
heart. 4 items left in Swamp Palace.
There have been definitely times in previous jobs where I had to sign people up for stuff, and I would just tell them, if you don't want to tell me, you can just give me some fake stuff and I'll put it in there. One of the most common ones being like a tourist that was signing up to use a cell phone for a week. It's like, look, you don't have to give them their actual info. It just needs to be unique so I can put it in an account.
Good job on getting the not-so-powerful bombs. 3 treasures left. 2 treasures left. Marking off a blue
I've
rupee.
historically been in kind of, how shall we say, unrestrained
Toggling Ice
in my
Palace
more
map
ordinary
on.
jobs.
1 item left in Swamp Palace.
I often had service jobs, right? And much to every company's frustration, I would prioritize service. So doing things like that, going off of required scripting because it's too confusing for the customer and I keep seeing the problems it would cause. Stuff like that, you know, where I essentially give some of their policies the middle finger and just to hell with it. A little bit of a rebel streak. It's like it's the gentlest frickin' type of rebel, but rebel nonetheless. It's more the jaded individual rebel more than anything else.
Added more E-tanks. That's everything in Swamp Palace. Cleared Swamp Palace. Swamp Palace is now blue crystal. Marked Thieves Town as Pendant of Power. Marked Frigid Palace as red pendant.
I was the service person who actually cared about you as a human being, yes. That said, I was very much off the motto of customers deserve respect until proven otherwise.
You stole that from the Buzz blog.
So I will start to be a bit more curt with people if they start cheating, if they end up being an asshole. It's like, if you were kind, I'd be genuinely helpful. If you weren't kind, I'd get you about your business to get you out the door. Oh man, imagine having a system built on respect. Who could have seen that? What a crazy concept!
You should have enough now, I think.
God, one of the jobs was particularly bad for going against the grain. Every month they'd send me for coaching because I wasn't doing what I was supposed to. And every month I'd be in the coaching session telling the coaches exactly what I'm supposed to do and why I didn't do it. And every month they kept sending me for more coaching.
Riding down reserve tank at Zora's Ledge.
Mutually assured wasted time.
Howdy Lord Hardy. You now have 110 missiles.
Yeah, that's the only job that I had down with, like, outright quit out of anxiety issues. It was just not a pleasant place. Horrible atmosphere, horrible actual job. It's like, sure, the pay was decent, but it ain't worth. And it definitely gave me an intricate understanding of how certain types of places work. To the point where I could recognize it any other time I had to call up a similar location. You know, even want to know what kind of job it was. Customer support over the phones. And let me tell you, our scoring did not give a singular shit about whether or not you actually helped the customers. You know how much of the 100 points was worth of actually solving the problem? 8! 8! 8!
F-Zero TV.
The thing that should be the most important thing Not even worth 10% of the overall goal. Hey, there's that.
Marking
Alright.
off the magic cave.
Lamps and logic.
Just one more.
Well, that's one piece of the logic stabbed back together. Yeah, it was all about speed and whether or not you'd sign them up for bullshit that they didn't need to be signed up for. That was it. Those are the only things that mattered. It's like, last I checked, my position was referred to as customer service representative. Well, I'm servicing the customers, you dingbats. This is at the time when I was working multiple jobs, and the other one was actually, you know, a customer service position that did prioritize service, so... Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, the AI ones are freaking awful. Every time I get paired up with a robot assistant, you know what I just keep doing? Just say the word human over and over again.
Good job on
Nothing
getting
else.
the criteria
I don't
level
answer
1
any of their
keycard.
questions or participate.
13
I
treasures
just
left.
say human. That is the only thing they will get from me.
Writing down 20 rupees at Spike Cave.
Hey, Tracker, clear that hint tile.
Cleared Spike Cave.
Like a Pokemon, pretty much. The only couple of times I bothered to humor them, humor them. They've done nothing, like accomplished nothing, wasted an immense amount of time, and everything that came out of its theoretical mouth was lies. So it's just like, yeah, you know what? I'd rather talk to somebody who actually has a brain and thinks.
Do you have enough heart containers yet? 12 treasures left. Don't you need the bow and arrow to get to Palace of Darkness map chest? 11 items left in Palace of Darkness. Good job on getting the bombos.
Yeah, fucking be scratching the, you know, customization itch for a lot of people these days.
Toggled Ice Palace big key on. 10 treasures left. And we're back online with Twitch chat. Unfortunately.
People have been doing some pretty impressive stuff with it, honestly.
Tracked shovel.
It feels like you
9
got a bit
items left
more
in Palace
to
of
it to make
Darkness.
some more elaborate stuff than you can in, say, Animal Crossing. I mean, there's a reason why they used the Ditto, but, like, yeah, it does look a little bit weird. It also causes an issue where
Cool.
everybody's a bit
More
samey
super
looking.
missiles. 8 items left in Palace
But
of
I mean,
Darkness.
that's just kind of standard for any Pokemon game lately. Long gone are the days of more thoroughly customizing your trainer. Except
missile
for
collection
today,
is
actually.
getting
That
somewhere.
one was pretty good.
7 treasures left. 6 items left in Palace
You'll
of
still
Darkness.
always be a twink. But,
Missile
like,
is
at
now
least the
yours.
outfit options were exquisite.
Norfair level 2 keycard
That
is
is
now
a
yours.
substantial key to be in
5
a spot that's
treasures
locked
left.
by 6 Palace of Darkness keys. Hmm. I mean, it kind of figures that we'd finally get good customization again when they go back to the land that started the really good customization. X and Y, like, really set the standard that they couldn't follow up on.
Do you have enough explosive hamburgers yet? 4 treasures left.
Yeah, I just said the word twig. Maybe this is what they do.
Tracked shield. 3 items left in Palace of Darkness. Toggled Eastern Palace map on. 2 items left in Palace of Darkness.
Unless I'm out of date, which is quite possible. That's still just something that's mildly insulting, but not offensive. You're gonna eat those twinks? No, I don't think I will.
You now have 1320 rupees.
Huh, where'd it go? It's like, I really need the hammer. It's the thing holding me back right now. Alright, I have the ice beam. Honestly, if I just want a sweet snack these days, it's usually just Skittles.
Toggled speed booster on.
Like, Skittles are some form of, like, any form of chocolate. It isn't
more hard
overly
pieces.
dark chocolate. Because I still prefer my chocolate to be sweet. I've tried, like, 90% dark chocolate stuff before, and it's just too bitter. It's too bitter! I know it's more raw cocoa, but, like, it's so bitter. Yeah, normally you need Speed Booster to get to that spot, but I have a few tricks on as part of the logic. One of them being Mock Ball.
That's nice.
Wowzer, you the best.
Yeah, I know raw cocoa could be pretty good for you, but, like, it has to be something I can actually stomach. And I don't do well with bitter. Me and bitter do not get along. Never have, never will.
So many turtle rock keys.
That'll always be one part of my palate that I voluntarily am just like, you know, maybe I shouldn't be doing much with this. From the
Yay.
regular color without
More
any of the
missiles.
suits on, I'm pretty sure this was 3. Originally. I can never keep them straight either. All the Squid Kids tend to look fairly similar when it comes to
Picked
the
up more
promotional
missiles.
materials. Well.
Toggled hammer on.
If it isn't something I needed
Can
to go
we
to
go
Palace
to
of
Pet
Darkness
World?
for.
Hey tracker. Track Shack tool go mode. Tracking grappling beam. How ya doin' Shopek boy? Such a useful item. How are
It's
you
kind of
even
funny to
carrying
think
that
about
many
the
10
old
arrows?
single-player contents of the sweats. It's like your Inkling character for the first game goes on to do, you know, important stuff. And for the second game, like, the Octoling expansion one goes on to do important stuff. But last I checked, the actual Inkling character from that one doesn't. They just kind of say screw it and go back to doing their thing.
Found more superb missiles. Are you going to fill that with hot diet doctor? Pepper or Pilk?
So close to just stopping at hot diet doctor. Certainly would be a line. A hot diet doctor? I mean, in theory, that's what you'd kind of expect, since a dietitian would usually end up being, you know, conventionally thin, right? At least you would think. Otherwise, there'd be a certain irony to it. I mean, most physical education teachers are just regular teachers.
Able to face Ridley again? Welcome back to SMZ3 Randomizer.
Tracker, I can tell you were trying to go for a Canadian aspect of that, but that was a boat, not a boot. Again? Sometimes say again when I exaggerate, but it's usually just again.
Found more energy tanks.
Ridley! Ridley, I'm coming to say hello!
Hi Lord Sino. Increasing collection of missiles.
Just need to keep it got from our uncle. We can come see Ridley. Or maybe slightly more enough soups. Well, it would be nice. Wait a minute, I just realized. I don't have the charge beam, but I mean, I could do this just for a little bit of sillies. Yeah, look how much weaker it is without the actual charge beam. Damn. I make damn sure that spending the time to charge your shot's actually worthwhile.
How you doing, Mike Milfman?
As the Lord knows, Dread shows us what happens if they don't do that. Yo, Ridley, nice jams today. Ridley. Ridley, get your Pogo Dinosaur butt down here. Ridley! He's feeling very floaty today. Here he comes. It's funny, because I only actually need the bow for Palace of Darkness. But I still need it.
Yay. More heart pieces.
Man! Since the first time I actually played Black and White 2 was via a ROM hack, it ended up making Color Res way cooler than he was supposed to be. He's still pretty neat, but like, it really got to ramp him up a fair bit more, because holy shit, was his team ever threatening.
Cool. More 10 arrows.
Amusingly, the ROM hack actually gave him access to, like, the fake Pokemon that are used for some of the Star Studios stuff. Like the giant Tyranitar mech. Just for some fun.
You now have 4 energy tanks, but worse.
It's like, well, these spikes exist, so I'll have some fun with them, I guess.
Cool. More 20 rupees.
And I mean, they didn't fit in. He was essentially trying artificial ones to see if it was necessary to use, like, actual Pokemon. During his various hypotheses of trying to find the strongest combination. It's like, alright, that fits. It's ridiculous, but it fits. Ammo! Delicious ammo. With the current key situation, I think it's time to go to Meridia from the back. I should go finish... Actually, I can't finish Palace of Darkness yet. I don't particularly want to do Ice Palace right now, and I'm a couple of keys short on Turtle Rock, so we'll just go to Meridia. Yeah, that's the thing. He's a man of science more than anything else. He's never really presented as having much of an ego. He's just very scientific. It's all data to go into the hypothesis. And alright, 'tis Monday. Oh god, they're after me. I hate these things. Ah, my HP. Damn. Alright, I have a ton of stuff to do in Super Metroid, so let's get to work. Oh, shit.
Picked up more 20 rupees.
Well, I mean, he considered the day that he realized that this offer is, not conducive to future plans. You kinda need a world to exist for you to commit science to it. If only I had the actual charge beam. God, it just blocked every single one of those shots. What a deke! I suppose I could just get grabbed. Not out too late now. I was already blasted. May as well finish blasted.
Toggle Dragon on. Tossed another 20 rupees onto the pile.
God, this place would be an absolute disaster for any sort of inkling. Everything's watery. No, not the water. What's a squid supposed to do about water? Wait a minute. Yeah, Raycom, how's it going?
Do you think 50 soup can replace the whole of content in your heart?
What happens in Splatoon when it rains? I don't think we've seen it rain yet. I wonder if it's even capable of doing so. Is the post-apocalyptic world that they live in so screwed that rain doesn't exist? It's possible.
Marking off another super missile. So many missiles.
Considering the dry, desolate wasteland that is anything outside of the cities, honestly, it probably doesn't rain. The actual charge beam! Well, at least one of the bosses will get blasted by it.
Toggling charge beam on. Hoarding more missiles. Get your popcorn out, cause it's time for Shack Tool.
Chuck, you really need to work on the C in that pronunciation, I'm just saying. You know, the funny part is, I don't even have to look at screen during this anymore. Because I just press the button at the rhythm of the music, and that just seems to be good enough. Alright, preparing sad trombone.wave.
What a good thief. Don't be so hard on Shack Tool. He's had a rough time lately.
It may be a good bee, but it's not a good prize. Well, see, the good bee is in this translation thing. It's supposed to be the gold bee, because that's what it is. But it just ended up being called the good bee. Which also kind of works because, unlike the other bees, the good bee's not aggressive towards you.
Another one.
The other bees will be immediately aggressive towards you the second they pop out of their bushes and whatnot, but the gold bee just bounces around you harmlessly. It only attacks enemies. It's pretty much the same damage, but it does stay on screen a lot longer, so it has more time to do damage. Hey, wait a minute, I was gonna go the other way. And since it stays on screen longer, it also gives you more time to catch it again. And good bee juggle if you so desire. Perhaps you could use this to defeat a boss of some kind. Then regret a lot of decisions. Yeah, you can sell it to the bottle version for $100. Perhaps the day will come eventually where I can have a cat. But that's unlikely to happen until I come across a lot more money. So I can afford to have more space. And vet bills.
Cool. More heart containers.
It's like those are the two big things for me.
Hoarding more energetic tanks.
I mean, Money does help, it is true, but like, you would have to be consistent income. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was throwing shade at. Was what I did in the a link to the past actual videos, because I thought it'd be funny. It really was. It's just it was absolutely awful to do that fight no damage with the good bee. It was worth it for the bit, but like, it's not something I'd recommend casually doing. Open, damn you! Open! 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 So many of those explosions really look like they should have worked. Alright, 40th time's the charm.
Marked map at the spot in the ceiling in Meridai that requires Shine Spark. Good job on getting the Turtle Rock map.
So the funny part is I'm gonna have to break the tube anyways. So that was especially pointless. Actually, wait, no. I have a different way I could leave. Yeah. Keep the tube in one piece, one way or another.
More 20 rupees.
Wait a minute.
More 10 arrows.
Hang on. The pathing, it's all coming together. I have a plan. Oh, that's just theme music getting desynced. That happens sometimes.
Your progressive sword leveled up.
What happens is, I'm starting to play the track the very instant it was trying to shuffle the entire MSU. So what happens is, the text file updates, because the text file, it's able to shuffle freely. But the song can't update because the file's in use. So you get a little bit of desync. It's the classic issue of multiple things happening at the same time that riddles all sorts of problems across many an application and game and everything else. I mean, this game has multiple instances of not reacting well to multiple things happening at the same time. I can't help but notice we don't have the level 2 keycard for criteria yet.
Tossed another power bomb onto the pile. Alright, now I can go back to the waterway and see what I've been missing. I'll make you pay for this! Oops. 3 bombs! Fantastic. Ooh, more bombs.
Nice.
What are you even going to do with that
Oh
many
yeah, I still need
Ganon's
to get his
tower
tower big
keys?
key. Actually, quite a few things that I'm still missing. Time for Super Speedy Squid! Yeah! Hey Tracker, track content.
Increasing collection of content.
The best use of Lock Ball to preserve your speed booster speed. Oh, good. Fantastic.
Marking off the Thieves' Town big key.
That's exactly the big key I was hoping for.
Marking off another Skullwoods key.
I'm not actually sure what that was. It's just a quick little fanfare of some kind. I think it was like da-da-da-da-da-da.
So many Ganon's tower keys.
But etiquette, so it's kind of hard to tell. Aha! I did hear it correctly then. Nice. Yeah, Super Metroid's kind of known for its weirdly finicky wall jumping. Sometimes it just stops working at random, which doesn't help. Team of goddammit, now would you stop beating me with the infantry units? Stop it!
Found more Palace of Darkness keys.
Oh, yeah, I've actually finally managed to find most of the missing small keys I needed for logic. The only one that's still out there is the Vizier Meyer one. With the flippers in logic. They really cleaned up the wall jumping in future games in the series, though they did come with the trade-off of not allowing you to constantly jump on the same wall.
Sweet. You stumbled upon more supers.
I'm pretty sure they knew. There's a lot of stuff in this game that's very particular with its design. And it seemed like they knew a lot of stuff. They seem to purposely put in a lot of stuff as secrets.
You've got mail. Another one.
It's like there's a better term for that. It's called white noise. Aptly named because of, you know, the statickiness of a TV that's not getting a signal. At least I think that's what it was getting at when it was originally given that name. Alright. Pretty pretty much done with everything I can do here for now. Which means I gotta go pick a pendant dungeon to go finish off. And I guess since I'm right next to it, I'll just go to Ice Palace. I've been using some of my old Final Fantasy VII midis for music when I've been playing Minecraft recently. Modded. Still, it's just a ton of fun. Vanilla? What the hell is vanilla? The fact that the last time I had played vanilla, I had to spice it up by turning on hardcore mode to actually be interested. And that actually went quite well. Yeah, there's a couple of failures involving before I got all my gear up and running. But once I had some decent enchanted stuff, I was good to go.
Added more super explosive arrows. 7 treasures left.
Being the PHP quests. Yeah, that one's always good for just having various systems in play for trying to have, you know, stuff to do. I have all the keys. Well, I'm just gonna hit the switch anyways at this point. Yeah, I got a fan that I use for noise as well when I need to cancel stuff out. The fan's especially important because, of course, I live in a building with other people. And I never know what kind of noise is going to be going on when I'm trying to sleep, so I just turn on the fan and that solves all my problems.
That was an okay icebreaker, but how about this
That
one?
way if somebody brings a child
Take off
into the
your
building
shirt.
that's screaming
6
around at
treasures left.
the top of lung.
Good job on getting an energy tank.
Oh, all the mods 9. Fancy that, considering all the mods 10 is what I've been messing with lately.
Even more 20 rupees. 5 treasures left. You now have 8 more heart containers than you started with. 4 items left in Ice Palace.
Because I just wanted to play around with stuff I haven't tried before, and well, you can't get much better than a thing that's literally called all the mods.
Marked Cane of Burna at Turtle Rock Compass Chest.
I'm trying to get it to work. It is a bit more demanding than some of the older ones. Making the mod pack. Yeah! You can see that it has a lot of companion mods within it.
More energetic
And they're all
tanks.
about making it work.
3 treasures left.
Such as all the ores. Trying to get the ores to consolidate so you don't have a bunch of weird world gen. Because while it is better these days, good lord. Recipe conflicts, freaking just conflicts in general of all the stuff that many mods have on their own.
Marked off the wrecked ship boss
Like
keycard.
back in the day, there was about
2 treasures left.
17 bajillion forms of copper.
Added more 20 rupees. 1 item left in Frigid Palace.
Yeah, it's official copper now. Took a bit. They got copper eventually. Hey Tracker, I defeated Cold Stare without taking damage.
Someone is trying extra hard today. Another one. Cleared Frigid Palace. Okay. That's everything in Frigid Palace. Cold Stare is fucking dead.
You're in a bit of a mood today, aren't you, Tracker? Yeah, I mean, it's always some combination of iron and coal, but, like, it's just a matter of how exactly they go about it. Eventually, I'm gonna start messing around with Create. I've been so deep in the rabbit hole of getting lots of quality of life stuff first, before I set up factory stuff.
Papa pop. Papa pop. Papa pop pop. Papa papa pop pop. Papa pop. Papa pop. Toggled peg world mode off. Toggled peg world mode off. Toggled piece of heart on.
The double peg was off, okay, sure. All the biomes are gone, it's actually in all the mods 10. It's pretty nice, I like it. Always happy to see something that adds a bit more world variety. Although whatever the heck's been installed into the Nether, it's even more inhospitable than usual, so I don't know how I feel about it. I ended up in some sort of, like, fairly lush, flowery area. And I found, like, a broken down old cabin that was missing a wall and part of the floor. So I fixed it up and I turned it into my home location.
How ya doin', hamster Zerg? So many E-tanks.
And a
3
dog
items
showed
left
up
in Thieves' Town.
and defended the place while I was busy building, so I took him in. And now he sits on the couch. The actual couch. There's skeletons with flame bows. Considering how much time I've put into FTV interactions and its remastered counterpart, I'm just used to wither skeletons firing fire. That's just default. I kind of forgot that that's not what they actually just do.
Marked off the
Oh,
North
come
Air
on!
boss keycard.
That's the one boss key
2
I didn't
treasures
need.
left.
Yeah, mechanisms in this pack too, and I keep on
Tracking
just being
fuel
like,
key.
nah, I'm good, bro.
Just one more.
I've messed with mechanism in the past, it really hasn't changed much. No, I did get a free wind generator from a from a loot box. From one of the quests that I did. So I stuck it up on a floating isle I found and called it good. Dragon. Oh god, mine colonies. That is
Increasing
what I'm
collection of
firmly not
20
interested in.
rupees. Nothing left in Thieves' Town. Good job on annihilating blind.
I'll probably try it at some point, but I can't say I'm too interested. Is Thaumcraft in Altamont? Sadly, no. Thaumcraft was last updated a long, long time ago, so it's only in older versions. Instead, there's stuff like Ars Nouveau, which has officially now one of my favorite, like, alternatives to torches that I've found so far. I have in my book. It's something simple. It just creates a light that's as bright as a thing of glowstone. And it's very reusable and nice. That way when I'm exploring, I can just take out my book and be all like... Alright, so it's a storage system?
You don't really need to kill
mess with it more.
Crocomire, do you?
Because I do have a tendency to really enjoy magic-based mods. Magic must enjoy magic! No Britannia in this one. It's the first time I've played a pack with no Britannia in a while, actually. Alright, that was
Toggle
necessary.
Games Tower, big
Nice.
key on.
Yeah, shockingly no Britannia. I was trying to look at it because, you know, I wanted the Globetrotter sash. Because one of my favorite simple things when it comes to quality of life is step assist and speed. And, you know, jump height boosts are always nice, too. But they didn't have that. So I had to go searching for a different means of... In particular, I needed to stop fall damage. Because my particular mobility system was really prone to falling into pits. Okay, Crocodile
Marking
really
off
knew,
the
did
arrow
I?
launcher.
Ah, yes, time in a battle. Shit, I should actually check to see whether or not that's in there. Time in a battle.
Toggling Tower of Hera, big key on.
So that's 3, you know, stuff that was considered mandatory behind Crocodile already. Let's see if the next 2 are also that. Nope. I mean, 3's still
Okay.
pretty good. For Space Thin only has 5 items. I could have skipped that. Could have skipped it.
Your progressive shield grows stronger.
Oh! Hey, Tracker, track content.
Did you really want me to do that?
Hey,
Or
Tracker,
were my
track
ears
content.
just clogged? If you really want me to do that, you need to tell me, hey,
Hey, Tracker, track
would you please
content.
track Moon Pearl? Question mark. Tracked content.
I love landing that particular mock ball. The timing's tricky, but it feels good. Time in a bottle, otherwise known as the thing that allows you to stay sane in some mod packs. Oh, build this immediately, or as soon as you can, and just don't have to suffer incredibly long processing times. I'll just build the time in a bottle. I'm very familiar with it. You know, maybe I should go to Turtle Rock. It's dawning on me. In fact, I kind of realize now that I have everything I need for Link to the Past, so... Yeah, let's snag this last item from Tower of Hera and then go deal with that. Let's look at the Rekshim boss key, so I really just need the Criteria boss key at this point. It's like just slowly catching up with what's going on in the game when I've been busy talking. Sadly, I think Astral Sorcery hasn't been brought up to Modern, which makes me sad because it has a lot of items that I love. Do you know how much
survivability
the Cave
by 1 step.
Illuminator would kick
That's
ass
the last of
with the
them.
current, more developed caves? It would kick so much ass! Would save me literal, like, hours of just plunking down lights. Alternatively, I could just have permanent night vision and just not give a crap, but, like, I like my caves to be safe. I can't say I'm fond of blood magic. Unless there's a more modern version of it. But in terms of the ones that I've had to use in previous packs, I find it extremely cumbersome and annoying. Even when you have, like, blood production automated, it's just slow. It feels sluggish, and everything that it does is kind of weird. Like, a lot of its rituals just sort of happen without much indication of what's going on.
Marked off the Criteria boss keycard. Just one more.
Hey, Tracker! It's pizza time.
Toggled go mode. On.
Let's roll! You know what? Yeah, banana time! Oh, banana! That dang alpaca again! That is the round button. Let's try it again. Ah, whiffed it. Whatever. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You know him well.
Track Desert Palace map. That's everything in Palace of Darkness. Saying goodbye to Helmasaur King. Palace of Darkness is now red crystal.
There it is. It had to be in there somewhere.
Nice to see you, Ultra Cool Guy 48.
Out of my way! Okay, dodged. I was ready though. I'm ready! The CK64 minis are meant to loop. I don't think there's a speed up portion.
You know him well. If you wanna clap, he's finally back to kick something.
Huh! I mean, that's a useful hint. Late now, but I mean, I could have looked at that earlier. Hey, you know what? Why have I got this sort of thing going?
Tracking Cane of Perna. 11 items left in Turtle Rock.
Oh, I almost made that look so sick! It's a little too slow.
Do you have enough explosive arrows yet? 10 treasures left. Too bad it isn't something better.
Anton is certainly a game. It's one of those things, it's a bit too explosive for my boy. But it was fun. I had a good time with my playthrough. Very much a case of I'm getting too old for this.
Who put 2120 rupees in this game? 9 items left in Turtle Rock.
Yeah, you can mostly see it in this file I'm looking out for. It looks a little bit more like the hair tentacles. Last tail
Toggling
melee
Palace
attempt
of
at the
Darkness
criteria level
map
2
on.
keycard.
8 items left in Turtle Rock.
Nice! The fourth key to this dungeon.
Okay. 7 items left in Turtle Rock. So many pieces of heart. 6 items left in Turtle Rock. 5 items left in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Rock. Marked off of primitive explosives.
Nice and smooth. You know what? I got one more alpaca mini to finish things off for these ones before I go back to the in-game music.
You now have 14 heart pieces. 4 items left in Turtle Rock. Rip Trinix. Turtle Rock is now blue crystal.
It is an insanely good conversion for this mini. What the hell, man? Oh yeah, it's time for the organ to go crazy! Oh, the brief glory days of the Duke. Short but fleeting. Yeah, the only thing forever about that one was being forever doomed to mediocrity. I got knocked too far to the side. Oh, here it goes again! I mean, it's the easiest joke to make considering the sound font for this right now, but hail to the Kong, baby. Alright, back to in-game music and sounds.
More missiles. 26 treasures left. 25 treasures left. Missile is now yours. Neat. 24 treasures left.
Hey, Loader, what's up? Alright, last chance for Criteria Level 2 key guide. Alright, fine, we'll go through Forgotten Highway.
You can now carry more of an item
guess.
you'll probably never run out of after the first 15 minutes.
I suppose, if I have to.
23 items left in Ganon's tower.
She stopped throwing blue balls! Oh, Ganon! Ganon! Ganon, I got some spins for you! Star, no, I did not. Every single one by Billy Mays. My input got eaten. Tone shift.
Marked Ganon as defeated.
Alright, time to go on a hike. I gotta get all the way to Ventoon. They were trying to give me that time. Hey, another version of this song popping up today. You know, talk something. I didn't actually go deal with Plasma Beam. Did I go to the Plasma Beam room? I think I did. Damn. It's really funny when I don't even take in while I'm just on autopilot, eh? It's like I'm pushing buttons, but paying attention to the game? Nah, I don't need to do that. We return once more to Blaster Master. The frog must be saved. Using this tank I found. Good old NES games and their nonsensical plots. Especially ones that get lost in localization. Oh, hey! Like I said, it pops up at least once every scene. You know, just because it'd be funny, let me check this. Okay. If that was the criteria level 2 keycard, I would have had a sizable chuckle. I'd asked Tracker about it, but she can't figure out level 2 keycard. Unfortunately, the Linux virus upon her head makes her really struggle with numbers.
How you doin' Hawkblade 573?
It's like I forgot exactly what I set up for this one, and apparently it's just looping this. Dead.
Toggled fan tune on.
Yeah, the Pizza Tower Embassy was one of those ones where I kind of looked at it and went, I'm really surprised how many of these work.
More super missiles?
I'm checking like 1 or 2 more items than I should just because I want to listen to this more.
You now have 3 plus 5 bomb capacities.
Man, I don't like... Kirby's is good and all, but Superstar was just that little bit more, you know? Release the Kraken!
Neat.
The idea was that eventually I was going to combine it with Anton Blast, but then Anton took a very, very, very long time to come out, so I just left it as is. The most I can do with it nowadays is add in the DLC music to get some track variants going. Let's finish this off. Ah, that always feels good. This is easily the room that gets the most affected by having quick swap available on the missiles and whatnot. Because he can absolutely cruise.
Let's see you avoid getting sucked this time.
Return of the creature! Are you a creature there, baby Metroid? I suspect that the answer to that is in fact yes. Ah, nuts! No! I didn't quite get enough. This is gonna flop here. Let's go! Quite a lot of ammo despite how much of the game I didn't have to do. Oh dear! Come on, are you even trying to hit me? Let me just flop over in this corner real quick. Hopping up and down as a squid. It's just like the actual game, except I'm not transforming between one and the other about 17 times before touching the ground. One, two. Absolutely fried.
Toggled mother brain on. That was an amazing
Oh,
stand-up
let's get the hell out of
glitch.
here.
Only 2 shots.
You can get it so you don't even have to shoot at all. If I'd gotten a couple of those last charges, then it would have been a 0. But of course, a squid kid has to save the cute things. It just wouldn't be right otherwise. Yeah, though it's pretty clear to tell when you're supposed to stop. Well, the brain will change to their brightest red, and then you shoot one more time. Don't go further than that, or you might crash the game.
Timer paused. Thank you for helping us help you help us make this a great seed.
It happened during a race once, that's unfortunate. They needed to heed the warning of the visual cue. Oh boy, I got a star piece! Now to go find the other 6. Man, Star Road sure is difficult to repair this time. Ah, there we go. So there's not too much to ask Tracker about, but anyways. Hey, Tracker, enable spoilers.
Not able to figure it out yourself? Fine, I suppose I'll help.
I'd ask her about the key cards, but she just can't figure that out. Hey, Tracker, where are the silvers? Hey, Tracker, where are the silver arrows?
The silvers is out of logic but can be found at that spot all the way to the right of blue Brinstar.
Okay, so not
In
quite
blue
into
Brinstar.
the double room. Hey, Tracker, where is the blue boomerang?
That blue shit is out of logic but can be found at compass room top left. In Ganon's tower.
Okay, that's right side GT. Hey, Tracker, where is the red boomerang?
The red boomerang can be found at fire snake room. In Ganon's
Also,
tower.
Ganon's tower. Hey, Tracker, where's the... Wait.
The red boomerang is at fire snake room.
Hey, Tracker,
In
stop.
Ganon's tower.
Hey, Tracker, where's a mail? Hey, Tracker, where is a tunic?
A mail is at blue Brinstar top main item. In blue Brinstar,
Okay.
but it's out of logic.
Anyways. Well, that's about everything. Kinda found everything else. One of those scenes. Still, that one had a pretty good clip since we had screw attack nice and early. Tends to help things go quickly. Just being able to barrel through most of Super Metroid does tend to make a difference. I mean, I could try to get her to figure this one out, I guess. Hey, Tracker, where's the Brinstar level 1 keycard?
The Brinstar level 1 keycard is at right side first room left. In Ganon's tower.
Okay, so all that stuff was locked behind GT. GT. Hey, Tracker, where is the Criteria level 2 keycard?
You've already found the Criteria level 1 keycard.
Yeah, that's the problem. She can't figure out the difference between 1 and 2. So if I need to ask about 1s, it's usually fine, but it's the 2s that she struggles with. For example, hey, Tracker, where is the Meridia level 1 keycard?
The Meridia level 1 keycard can be found at Turtle Rock Big Chest. In Turtle Rock.
Yeah, so she's fine with level 1. She just can't figure out level 2. So as long as it's the first key, I can get answers out of her. Oh, alright, that's gonna go ahead and do it for me today. If you enjoy the content, please give it a follow. It helps the channel grow. Gets those numbers going on up. We need to succeed here on Twitch.tv. On the YouTube side of things, give it a subscribe. You'll get the notifications as well. Yeah. I should be back tomorrow, but for now, it's gonna go ahead and do it for now. Until next time. See ya.